Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the ANDYCINE CineEye. This is a 5 gigahertz 1080p wireless video transmitter that, unlike a traditional transmitter unit for displaying wirelessly what you're capturing on a camera on a preview monitor or field monitor, here you're going to be using your iOS or Android tablet or phone. And there's a single unit. Again, highest resolution it can deliver is 1080p. This is over a 5 gigahertz frequency. It has a built-in battery that's rated at 3,500 milliamp hours, which ANDYCINE is quoting at around 4 hours of operational use. It weighs less than a half a pound, has 100 meters supposedly in terms of transmission distance, so that's over 300 feet. And if it works well with iOS and Android, I think it's going to be a popular option for a lot of you out there. So with that said, let's go ahead and get it unboxed. You can see there's some other branding here, but it is ANDYCINE at the end of the day. So let's see. And I think this is perfect for a lot of people that want to use their tablet or smartphone or a secondary smartphone or tablet as a preview monitor in a pinch. Obviously, if you're trying to do color proofing, tablets are not the best idea, but something I will be testing this with is the Galaxy Tab S6, because that would be ideal. You know, traditionally, units like this have two pieces, like the Hollyland that I covered in the past, and then you would use it in conjunction with something like a field monitor, like this ANDYCINE A6 Plus. But in this case, again, the whole idea here is to take advantage of the fact that we are working with what you already have in your bag. So it's showing a perforation line here. I'm going to cut that. And I mean, that's the beauty really, is that you do not have to bother with having a secondary unit. It's one less thing to carry around. And I see that as being beneficial without any question whatsoever. And that's why when they asked me if I was interested in reviewing it, I said yes, because it does make sense, even though I'm having trouble with the packaging, which it's me, it's not the packaging. It's not unusual with unboxings. And as I said, I will be doing a follow-up on this and testing it out, probably with my Note 10 Plus as well, possibly an iPhone. We'll see if that happens. And there's the unit. And ANDYCINE did make, and I think they still do make, a unit like this that is a traditional style one that has both a transmitter and receiver. But again, this is all about having one device and then using what you have. So traveling a little bit lighter, I like that idea. Conceptually, that's the way things should be. So we have our antennas here, HDMI input here, power button here, our Type-C charging port right there. I do believe this supports quick charge, so charging time, we'll see what that runs like. Again, operational time is supposed to be 4 hours. I'm just going to power it on and see if it has anything. So it does have juice right now, and I haven't really read a lot in terms of what the performance is like, iOS versus Android, but that's another thing I'll try to touch on if I can. Again, I'll have to get access to an iOS device. Android won't be a problem since I have plenty of Android options. And let's just see what else comes in the box. We have our paperwork about, obviously, traditional functionality, which I kind of just went over. And then inside, I'm expecting a charger. And we have, okay, some mounting brackets there is what it appears to be. And then a Type-C charger. No actual power brick, but they do include the necessary HDMI cables for your camera of choice, so that's good. So this is a USB, it appears. No, it's an HDMI, excuse me. I'll stand corrected. So all three of these are HDMI. Basically, we have micro, DisplayPort, and a mini, I believe, is what we've got here. Let's see if they actually list contents on the box. I don't see anything there, and I don't see anything here. There were contents, I think, but it was covered up by the stickers. But that's pretty much it. Again, this, I think, is a very smart device. I think it's something that a lot of people are going to want to use because, again, in a pinch, if you can reduce the amount of equipment you have to carry and color proofing isn't critical enough, pulling focus isn't necessarily an issue you're worried about, then this very well could be exactly the type of accessory that you need out in the field. Again, I want to say, knowing and understanding its limitations, that you're going to be using it with an iOS or Android-driven device. That pretty much rounds it out. Again, this is the CineEye from ANDYCINE, and at $220, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat unless you take a step up to something like the Hollyland Mars lineup, where you are getting a traditional transmitter receiver and then also working, of course, with batteries that aren't built in, that will give you much longer battery life. But I see this as the flexible, portable, modern solution to that, as long as, again, pulling focus and color grading aren't the most critical things in your project. But we'll see how it works. I do wish they had included a actual power brick, but most of us have those already from our respective smartphones, in my case, the Note 10 Plus. So we'll see how that works in terms of compatibility. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.